How do I make the camera see you guys? Rhett, how do I make the camera? Okay. Hi, here's my audience. Mandy, there's two children.
Yeah, now I can. Hello.
Oops, did I push something? Can you see yourself? Okay, here we go. I wish it was sitting up higher. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. Meantime, they're just watching me on here. Okay. Are you comfortable in your skin? Did you know that you can eliminate a lot of problems by thinking positively? Do you have an I can do anything attitude? Or do you believe you can't? Believing you can by thinking forward and upward creates peace and a sense of well-being. Being deliberate and being intentional in your thoughts, words, and actions puts you in control. You can train your brain to be happy. Visualizing success will bring success. I have practiced these steps and I have changed the way I think, and now I am comfortable in my skin. You can be comfortable in your skin too if you will apply positive thinking to your daily routine. I will teach you how to practice these steps for greater happiness. Believe you can by thinking forward and upward. Be deliberate and intentional in your thoughts, words, and actions. Train your brain to be happy and visualize your success to bring success. Let's begin your training by learning about thinking forward and upward. You can do it. I know you can. Forward and upward thinking is focusing on today and staying centered on the present and future. Thinking about mistakes you have made in the past or embarrassing things that have happened to you or negative things happening in your community, in your world, can bring you down and consume your thoughts. Comparing your situation to another can also bring you down and be self-defeating. Dwelling on the negative narrows your perspective about your world and about yourself. Learning to see the good and express gratitude helps you to feel lighter and more capable and can bring to pass endless opportunities. But I wasn't seeing the good, and my negative thoughts were consuming me, and it became a habit. I knew I needed help. My family went to the visitor center at the temple, and we listened to the movie called Special Witnesses of Christ, and that is where the apostles gave their testimonies. And Elder Uchtdorf said this, quote, "The restored gospel of Jesus Christ has the power and blessings to overcome and take away earthbound, self-centered limitations or boundaries." Wow, that was very eye-opening to me, and I rewound it and listened to it over and over and over. The restored gospel of Jesus Christ has the power to overcome and take away earthbound limitations. I knew that was my answer. I began to study behavior, and one day as I was reading in the Book of Mormon, I came upon Alma chapter 38. In there is a list of behaviors that helped me a lot. Number 1, be diligent, hardworking. Number 2, bridle my passions. Number 3, be bold but not overbearing. Number 4, this one's my favorite, do not be idle. And the opposite of being idle is to be occupied and in use at all times, operating with power and purpose. Number 5, trust in God. Number 6, be grateful. And then I added 2 others. Number 7, smile. And number 8, be kind. These steps are life changers. Next, let's talk about being deliberate and being intentional in our thoughts, words, and actions, and how doing so will help you feel in control of your life. Jennifer Brinkerhoff Platt, in her book called Living Your Covenants Every Day, says, quote, When our daily decisions are based on true principles, we place ourselves in a position to act with greater faith and purpose. If you want to be in control of your life, you need to have purpose in everything you do, thus making deliberate and intentional choices. For example, if I deliberately repeat the 10 steps from Dr. Norman Vincent Peale's miniature book entitled The Power of Positive Thinking, and I repeat them over and over again, I purposely am choosing a place for my mind to go. Here's a sample of a few of his steps. Formulate a mental picture of yourself succeeding. Whenever a negative thought comes to your mind, deliberately voice a positive thought to cancel it out. Minimize your obstacles. Do not inflate them by fear thoughts. Make a true estimate of your ability and then raise it 10%. These are just a few of his steps, but as I practice each of his steps, I'm being intentional in my thoughts because I'm purposely thinking about them and I'm not allowing anything negative to enter my mind. As I do this, my sense of well-being increases and my doubts and fears dissipate. Then feelings of encouragement have room to spread their wings and allow my creativity to flow because I am no longer burdened with despair from negative thoughts. I now have control over my mind, and if my mind is in control, I will be peaceful in my heart and positive in my words and actions. And I will make choices that will lift me and carry me to success. Deliberately choosing what I think and how I think allows me the power to intentionally move forward and upward with my plans and activities and progress in my life, which creates more forward and upward thinking and more deliberate and intentional behavior. Now I will show you how to use affirmations to train your brain to be happy. I have a friend that I walk with every day. We walk to get exercise, but we also walk to lift ourselves, and we study an article, or we might read a book together, or we might just talk about our personal insight from our personal study. But the thing that we do the most is we read affirmation cards, and they're on cards like this with a ring in them to hold them together. And we've written quotes on there. It might be the steps from Alma 38. It might be the steps from Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking. It might be just some scriptures or quotes that we've found that are uplifting, but they lift us up and they give us a purpose and a deliberate thing to think about, and it trains our brains to be happy. And even when I sleep at night, if I can't sleep or my mind starts to wander to places it shouldn't, I think about something that I've memorized and repeat it over and over so that my mind will stay clear. The last concept I want to talk to you about is visualization. In the book, 8 Steps to Lasting Excellence, author Cameron C. Tyler quotes, "There is great power in the words we put into our mind, but there is even greater power with images," unquote. He also states, quote, "Visualizing your goals daily will increase your motivation, stimulate your creativity, and heighten your awareness of resources that can help you achieve your goal." To explain this concept, he tells the story about Roger Bannister, who set the goal to be the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes. This goal, the record for the mile had been set at 4 minutes, 1.2 seconds. And it was the record for 9 years. And doctors had said that physically it was not possible, and physiologically it was not possible, that it would even be dangerous, and that it couldn't be done. But Roger Bannister wrote on a piece of paper 3 minutes and 59 seconds, and he hung it on his wall, and he looked at it every morning, and he pictured himself running the mile in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. And then he trained, and he visualized this every day. And when the day of the race came, the track was 4 times around to make a mile, and he ran it around 3 times, and he did it in a minute each time. And on the last time, he ran as fast as he could. He knew he had to beat a minute. He ran as fast as he could, and he collapsed at the finish line. And the crowd was quiet because they knew he's trying to break a record. And when the announcer came on, he said, "Roger Bannister, 3 minutes, and the crowd went wild. He had beaten the record. He did it in 3 minutes, 59.2 seconds. As you visualize your own success, along with the other steps I've talked about, you will find that you are making progress and becoming an all-around more positive person. In conclusion, I would ask you to try for one day or even a week what I have suggested here. Do you want to be comfortable in your skin? Believe you can by thinking forward and upward. Be deliberate and be intentional in your thoughts, words, and actions by choosing on purpose. Train your brain to be happy with consistent affirmations. Visualize your success and it will bring success. Go for it. It's worth a try. Do you believe in the power of positive thinking? As you practice these steps, you might just find that you are comfortable in your skin. And when that happens, you can do anything. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And I didn't show her that I was in a dress. I wonder if she needs to see my dress. I'm wearing a skirt. I can't see. Yeah. He visualized it. He visualized himself doing it. Yeah. That's a true story. And I probably told the wrong seconds when I said them. I thought, oh, I don't know if that's exact, but oh well. And it was under 4 minutes.